Hey babes, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be how to do these easy faux locks at home using the Nicolee method that everyone and their mama has seen on YouTube. So if you want to see how we go from this to this, then keep on watching.
Cause I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never been the one get RP up on a whitey. Keep my hands clean, got some hitters moving shicey. Ask me if I'm rolling with some Gucci, bitch, I might be. It's very unlikely, my wrist ain't looking icy. Charging by the minute, cause my time is very...
We'll be using Eco Styling Gel, Got to Be Glued Edge Control, a moisturizer of your choice, a toothbrush to slick down those edges, a crochet hook, a detangling brush, some rubber bands, and faux locks. I'll be using the 14-inch faux locks by Freetreas. I love these locks because it already has the wavy ends attached to them, so we don't have to do any extra work like braiding it down into the hair beforehand. We're starting on already washed, blow-dried, and detangled hair. And I'm going to go ahead and split her hair in half. That way I can section off the upper portion so I can do that later on. That's what it's looking like so far. And I'm going to go ahead and make my first section. I'm going to split that into 3. Take my moisturizer of choice and my Got to Be Glue and Eco Styling Gel and moisturize the hair. Then I'm going to go ahead and smooth it down with my toothbrush using my rubber band, and I'm going to go ahead and tie that section off. After that, I'm going to 2-strand twist the hair and braid the bottom half so that way I can keep it in place and it doesn't unravel. From here, guys, it's pretty self-explanatory, same method over and over. Moisturize, rubber band, 2-strand twist, and braid the ends to keep it from unraveling. I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up and do the back half of her hair, and I'll come back and show you how it looks then. So this is how it's looking so far. Not too bad, nice and neat. And then I'm going to go ahead and start working on the upper portion of her hair. And she did want a side part, so I went ahead and parted her right side. And I am going to be using my Got to Be Glued, especially on the edges, just so it stays nice and neat. Don't forget to use that toothbrush to make sure the hair is nice and smooth and it looks nice and pretty. So once you're done, you should have something like this. And I went ahead and did a portion of her hair, that way you can see what the locks look like, and this is how her hair looks without the locks. So then I'm gonna take my crochet hook and my dread. I'm gonna open the latch, lift up the twist, slide it underneath, take the loop from the lock, latch it around the hook, close the latch, pull it through. And then I'm going to take off the crochet hook and take her dread and her hair and pull it through the loop. So the faux lock is basically just one big coil. If you untwist it, it unravels. So all I'm doing is twisting the lock around her natural hair, so that way it's disguised in underneath, I guess you would say. It's pretty hard to explain, guys. There are a bunch of tutorials on YouTube how to do this, but if you watch me, I think you'd get the gist of what I'm saying. Once again, I'm taking my crochet hook, sliding it underneath the rubber band, taking my loop from my dread, closing the latch, pulling it through, and taking her hair and the lock through the loop and tightening it. Then I'm going to go ahead and twist the dread around her natural hair. So it's pretty easy and self-explanatory, guys. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed this up. That way you're not watching me do this all day. So just a little FYI about the locks that I'm using. They are the Freetreas Goddess locks in 14 inches. I bought 3 packs and I only needed 2.5 packs to complete her whole head. So once we're finally finished, this is what it should look like. Pretty neat, looks like individual faux locks. I'm pretty pleased with it. And then I'm going to take my Got2b glue and go ahead and slick down those edges, because what is a hairstyle without bomb ass edges? Then I'm going to take my oil sheen spray. This is totally optional, but I don't like walking around with a dry scalp, so I'm going to go ahead and spray her roots and her scalp. That way she doesn't have any patchy or flaky areas. Then I'm taking some lock jewelry that I got from my beauty supply store, and I'm going to put them all on her locks. And that's it, guys. Individual faux locks in under 3 hours at home. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial and you want more like this in the future. And if you're new, subscribe to my channel because I will be throwing out new content every week. But until then, babes, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.